I'm Chris Jones, the president of Gannon & Scott. Thermal reduction, the reason why we refer to that in terms of what we do, and it is essentially burning, it's incineration. But what that tends to conjure is to very efficiently, very rapidly burn materials to reduce a waste problem. It's really not under control. What we're trying to do is just the opposite. We're taking and converting a waste stream or a byproduct into a product or commodity that can be analyzed, the value can be determined, but it's also allowing us to fully understand what the material is so that when it goes into a smelting operation that's going to do the separation, then there is no unknown substances in the material at that point. The first step is going to be weighing the material, and for us we're going to do an inspection of the material to make sure it's consistent with what was described. We're going to photograph the material, and then we're going to load it into a furnace. Depending on the form that it comes in will dictate what type of furnace it goes into. Typically higher value materials are inherently smaller lots, so that's going to go into a smaller furnace, which is usually a tray furnace as well. Lower grade materials inherently usually come in larger batches, so that would go into a larger step-tar furnace. It's striking that perfect balance of being able to effectively burn the material without introducing a lot of turbulence. And even in tray furnace environments, operators will have to go in and rabble the material just enough so they can get a full combustion of the material. A lot of the materials that we see touches a lot of different industries. The jewelry industry, we get things like polishing dust, floor sweeps. Defense industries, whether it's defense contractors or defense agencies themselves. The electronics industry is a lot of different materials. Whenever you burn things like plastics, you ultimately are going to create an acid gas that's going to go as part of the exhaust stream. And in that acid gas is obviously the things that cause other pollutants. In terms of controlling that, it's important to have a scrubber system that's capable of handling the off-gassing from all of those materials. But there's still just only a handful of people that are doing it to the extent that we are. The off-gassing goes first through an afterburner, and then through a heat exchanger, and then through 3 stages of scrubbing. There's a Venturi scrubber, a packed bed scrubber, and a quench scrubber. And then from there it goes through another heat exchanger to heat the air back up again before going to a dust collector. And it's not just even acid gases that we have to think of in terms of controlling today. It's dioxins, furans, and all of those things get controlled by different downstream systems.